All right, we should be good. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Can you hear me? Music. I hear loud and clear. Turn the music down. There's music playing? There should be music playing. Oh, shoot. My bad. Output. Boys, let's be real. What's going on, Neo? Okay. Let's do channel 16. Oh no, multi-outlet. There we go. Boom. Let's go here. Let's start this. All right, hold up. Let's get it popping. All right. Okay. You know, we back. You know what I mean? We back with the live stream. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. All right, let's get it. So we got the chat. Hold up. We got the chat right here. Okay, we got chat. Okay. Let's make sure that alerts are on as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back like we never left. Let's make sure we get our alerts on just in case people want to, you know what I'm saying, bless the homie. Anybody want to bless the... Engagement. Oh, this alerts, alert box. Okay, like this. None of that, but remember, save, boom, copy. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. You know, it's. There you go. It's just one of those things, chat. It's just one of those things. Paste. Boom. All right. So my alerts are on. So anything I should be able to get. All right. You already know what we're here for. We got to talk about My Hero Academia. All right. We got to talk about My Hero Academia chapter 378. 378 of them chapters, man. That's actually crazy when you think about it. There's 378 chapters of My Hero Academia going on. Let me see what's in the chat. All right. Close. Fresh cut. Please, appreciate you. I just got this cut yesterday. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just got this cut yesterday. You know, the quality of the camera ain't really getting it like that. It ain't getting it like that clean. It's actually real smooth. It's real clean. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? Neo writes, how many chapters do we have of letting the Negan before Horikoshi does her like miracle? Hey, one thing that we know for a fact is that Horikoshi does off, you know, he off all the baddies. He did it to Curious. He did it to Lady Negan. He did it to Star and Stripe. He did it to Miracle. He's pretty much like just saying, hey, listen, if you bad, get out of here. Get out of here. So I'm super excited actually to be here. My Hero Academia. I don't know why I just decided to live stream. I just wanted to live stream and I pressed play. So don't mind me, chat. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind me at all. If you come in, you know, consider liking that stream, liking the stream, so we can get it pushed to more people's eyes so more people can hop in so they can like the stream and push it more. But I just want to get my thoughts on the chapter. You know what I'm saying? I want to get my thoughts out on the chapter. I think first and foremost, we need to establish this. That was a 10 out of 10 chapter, if I can say so myself. If you don't think that's a 10 out of 10 chapter, I don't know what Horikoshi gotta do. But it had everything you ever wanted. You got Gentle Criminal back. We already got La Brava from last chapter. You know, we already knew Gentle was coming. But nobody knew that Gentle was coming in that fashion. Like, we knew that he was going to come and he was likely going to save them. I did make, a video that, from a few weeks ago, from last chapter about him potentially coming in and him working with Deku and stuff like that. That'd be cool. Yes, he's going to help. He's going to help Deku. He's going to, use his bungee or his, his quirk. I forget the name of his quirk. Oh my gosh, I used to know all this stuff. But he's gonna help us. He's gonna use his quirk to help Deku, fight against Shigaraki currently, and it's gonna work wonders. It's gonna help him because obviously he can manipulate air itself. So he's gonna be very much overpowered. Plus he has the love, La Brava's love quirk. He has La Brava's love quirk activating on him, which is powering him up to an exponential level. It's gonna be a great fight. He's going to be able to help a lot because he's going to be able to subvert Shigaraki's expectations. Shigaraki's not going to really know how to stop necessarily Gentle Criminal's quirk without, outside of just trying to attack him and kill him. So this is slow down. This is going to be an amazing couple of chapters. This is a great chapter, a 10 out of 10 effort. Horikoshi delivered again. He delivered again. All right. Then the end of the chapter, who did you see? You see Baby Nagon. I say baby. I can only call her Baby Nagon because that's my boo. All right. That's not y'all's. Y'all can't claim her. I can claim her. Oh, let me turn this volume down. Oh, I can claim her because she's boo. She's bae. Y'all can't claim her. If you claim Lady Nagon, well, you about to be Nagon. All right, because that's boo. That's bae. She got cracked faces because... Never mind. So, this chapter was really good. It was very big on, the messaging and the themes of the story. Everything about this chapter was just a perfect chapter in my opinion. Personally, I genuinely love it. Let me read some of these chats. Man, let me tell you, though, I'm excited that the heroes seem to have the whole UA Fallen situation under control. I'm hoping Bakugo comes back in the next 5 chapters. We're going to have to see. Because at this point, I'm trying to find out what the heck is going on. The whole sky was falling and the whole explosion thing. At this point, I'm like, how the heck are they surviving? But hey, maybe Best Genius. I mean, Horikoshi's going to find a way to write it to where it makes sense. He's going to. He's going to find a way to write it to where it makes sense. For the most part. Because obviously it's still shonen. So you have to have some type of whatever, I don't know how his durability works when he's dead, but it's whatever. This man Gentle did more in this war than Mirio. I mean, no, Mirio actually calmed Deku down. So technically, Mirio, again, I tell people, Mirio is the best hero in My Hero Academia without a shadow of a doubt. The thing that makes him not, the only thing that makes him not the strongest, or the only thing that he has a knock on him is that he's not the strongest hero. But he is by far, I think he is by far the best hero in My Hero Academia. He displays heroism on a level that nobody has, including Deku. I think the only person that, y'all gonna hate me for this. I already know. I can already hear it. I can already hear the nonsense. But the only person that displays heroism better than or on the level as Mirio, personally, is Shoto. And I know that sounds crazy. I know you're like, oh my gosh, why is your Shoto fanboy? Shut up. All right, shut up. I'm not fanboying, but those two characters are, in my opinion, the two pinnacles of what it means to be a hero. And then you have the second tier, which is Deku, and them and whatever. But the reason why is because of the story that is being shown. Shoto is the hero of his family because he did things that Mirio is helping Deku to do. and it's a whole thing. All right, don't hate me. All right, I'm not Shoto, standing. I'm just looking at the story and giving y'all my opinion because that's just what it is. And my opinion just turns out to be different than a lot of people. So on a psychological level, Mirio is a great hero. On a psychological level, again, on a philosophical, I'm sorry, not psychological, philosophical, 100%. Jabari came in with the prayers, Proverbs 3:1. Dang near a perfect chapter. 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10 for me. The only thing that didn't make it like the best chapter ever was it didn't have a Todoroki in it. And that's just a fact. All right, it's just a fact. No opinion. Oh yeah, by the way, check out the fit, y'all. Check out the fit. Check out the fit. Alexa, turn the room light white.
Okay.
All right, check out the fit, chat. You ain't gonna be able to see it, but like I got the Chelsea's on. You know what I'm saying? I got the Chelsea's on. You know what I mean? It ain't finished. I gotta throw this. You know what I'm saying? Gotta throw the jacket on. Throw the jacket on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean it's almost like. Yeah, it's almost like. Hey, you know what I mean? I got the. And we chilling. I mean, where we at? Where we at? It's black on black on black. With the tan, you gotta pop out, to get the Apple Watch. Like, where we at? Where we at, chat? Chat, where we at? We good? We good, chat? If I come back and I see, if I see people talking trash, I'm blocking all y'all. So I see laughing emojis. Why do I see laughing emojis? Why do I see laughing? If y'all talking trash with my fit, I'm gonna block y'all. I'm just letting you know that now. But I got, you know what I'm saying? We chilling. We chilling. You know what I mean? We chilling. Let me read these. I give a 9. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's something slight. It's just, black on tan on black. You know what I mean? It's something slight. I got the brown skin. You know what I mean? It's glistening. It's glistening. Chill. Chill. All right, let me read through these chats, man. I want to skip the fight back a bit more so the chapter dropped all the way to an 11 of a 10. That's hilarious. I ain't gonna cap. That's funny. Jabari, that's funny. But, yeah. All right. So, Alexa, turn room light red.
Okay.
Y'all like that, don't you? Y'all like that, don't you? Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. So, let's actually break this chapter down. All right, let's actually break this chapter down. All right, let's get it. Let's do like this so we can have you over here. Now, let me ask you this. How do you predict the Toya versus Endeavor fight is going down? How do you predict the Toya versus Endeavor fight is going to go down? Is Endeavor going to kill himself? And Toya, is he actually going to fight Toya? Do you really want to know my answer? So, okay. For those of you who don't know, who are new here, which nobody should be new here, I am a Todoroki stan. All right, I love the Todoroki family crisis. I love the Todoroki, story. I think by far, without a shadow of a doubt, the Todoroki story is the best story in My Hero Academia, the best storyline in My Hero Academia, the most intriguing storyline in My Hero Academia, the more complete storyline in My Hero Academia. And if Horikoshi lands it, it's going to be one of the best storylines in all of anime. I'm just going to say that right now. What's going on, Ian? What's going on, Matt? I'm just saying that right now. So I think that we need to understand, and I'm going to make a video about this. But I think we need to understand what Horikoshi is doing. Okay, Horikoshi is effectively ending the storyline of these characters. And in order to understand how the story, how the conclusion of this fight is going to go, you have to figure out, or you have to kind of grasp what the story is for this character, like what Horikoshi is trying to portray and how he is trying to change these characters in the end. The interesting part about this is I think I seen a video from Vocal Pineapple maybe, somebody, I think it was somebody. They were talking about the Todorokis, and they were trying to, and he was trying to explain the dynamics of the children, the dynamics of the kids, and how they are a different elements of like hatred or forgiveness. Where Fuyumi is someone who understands, and this, obviously she's a more understanding person. She's more forgiving. Where Natsu is somebody who has hatred and he's struggling with trying to learn how to forgive. Shoto obviously he went from hatred, struggling to forgive, and now he's on the fence of forgiving. And Toya is absolute hatred. He is never going to forgive, no matter what. And the interesting part about that is that is an incorrect analysis of the Todoroki family story. Shoto, or I would say that it's relatively correct, or it's correct in every sense with all three characters, Fuyumi, Natsu, and Toya, or Dabi. But Shoto, it's not the same. And I know this sounds crazy. I'm gonna bring this back into it. So just hear me out. For Shoto, it's not the same. Shoto is actually Shoto as a character encapsulates every single trait that every single sibling has. He had the I'm curious about the forgiveness part that Natsu is on. He had the absolute hatred that Toya was on, which is in the beginning of the story, which is why he didn't use his fire quirk at all, because he had absolute hatred for his father and he hated everything about him, which is why he said that he understands Toya and he is Toya. And the recent chapter when we first saw him after the war arc, when we first saw him actually talk about Toya before the final war, and he obviously has the forgiving element of Fuyumi. He has the understanding of Fuyumi now, right? So now he's obviously a different character, which is, a more complete character, which is symbolized by his usage of both fire and ice, making him faster. I'm definitely gonna make a whole video about the philosophy, and understanding of Shoto, because people don't truly understand how nearly perfect this character is. If Shoto had more screen time, he would arguably be the best character in I would say all of anime, but he'll be one of the best characters in all of anime. He'll be the best character in the entire story, but Horikoshi just hasn't shown too much of him. Nonetheless, let's get to the Endeavor portion of it. Endeavor is an interesting character because his focus is not about forgiveness, but instead atonement. His focus is about the idea or the concept of redemption, which is what Horikoshi has been focusing on for every character who is very questionable, both heroes and villain. Can they redeem themselves and become better as a human being, let alone as a hero, or in some cases as a villain? Endeavor, being that his focus is on atonement, the one thing that he was doing before he decided to atone was what? He was running away from everything that associated himself with his insecurities, which is Dabi. This is where the Dabi situation comes into play, because this is a huge thing that I want everybody to truly understand, or at least my perspective on it, right? Dabi, so Endeavor wanted to be the strongest hero. He wanted to be the strongest hero, likely because he has an insecurity, or he has the idea that his value comes from being able to save many people or being perceived as the best. Whether that, whether we get a backstory, I would hope so, or not, that's beyond the case. But it seems like he has an insecurity revolving around him not being enough if he's not considered the strongest. He then decided to say, hey, I'm going to have children. I want to have children who can break the limits that I essentially could not surpass by essentially having no limits. So I'm gonna give it Ray, who's an ice quirk user, and try to use my children to fill my insecurity of not being the strongest, not being able to surpass anybody, right? So Toya, the moment Toya was born and they found out that his quirk was hotter than Endeavor's, and Toya desired to be like Endeavor, right? That is when Endeavor put all of his stock into Toya, right? And this whole idea that Endeavor, this whole idea that Endeavor was just having children and he just knew that, no. Endeavor understood or was very much okay with Toya with Toya not having ice quirk or not having anything like that, and just being a son that he could raise to be a hero just like him. Because again, Endeavor's insecurity is revolving around pretty much everything that does not have to do with being a good hero, or being a hero and not being the strongest. Those are the two areas in which he is insecure, right? That's why he says in Toya's backstory, he says the only thing I can do is the only thing I can show anybody is the life at the world of heroes, because he feels like he's incompetent in every other area, and because of his incompetencies that comes from the fact that he is not the strongest, or he hates himself for some reason as well, which I think that indicates we're gonna get a backstory. But his insecurities makes him run towards the thing that he is good at, which is being a hero. That's literally the only thing that he's good at. That's why he says, hey, I can't deal with Toya, right? I can't deal with him. I keep telling him not try to be a hero anymore. I can't deal with him no more. I gotta freaking run away, right? I'm running away because I'm afraid, right? This is Endeavor, that I'm afraid that I'm incompetent, I'm inadequate at every other thing in life besides being a hero. That's the only thing I know I'm good at. Right? That's the only thing. I can't even be the strongest, which is what I wanted to be, but I know I can be a dang good hero, so I'm gonna run into that. That's the only thing I can show people. So if Toya wants to be a hero and he can't be a hero, the only thing I can tell him is to not be a hero. I can't tell him to do anything else, because that's my safe space. That's why he told, whatever, right? So understanding that, right? The last words that Endeavor says, before we get to that, the key words that are in the Todoroki backstory, the Toya backstory, the key phrase that was used often is Toya saying, "Look at me, Endeavor, look at me." Ray telling Endeavor, hey, all Toya wants is to be acknowledged, is for you to look at him, which is the thing which is the words that provoked him to say, the only thing that I can show Toya is the world of heroes, which is again emphasizing the fact that he's insecure about everything in his world besides the one thing that he knows he's good at, which is being a hero, right? Those are interestingly enough, that idea of look at me, Endeavor, look at me, right? Those are the last words that we even hear from Endeavor in the story. Don't y'all find that to be interesting? So obviously, what Horikoshi is doing is he's essentially trying to finally wrap up that part of his story. He's allowing Endeavor to accept his insecurities, accept the fact that he's flawed, accept the fact that he understands that he is insecure, he's weak. But he's not running from the weakness anymore, and he's going to face the weakness. So if you remember in My Hero Academia, chapter 376, the last word, I'm pulling it up right now. The last words that Endeavor says to Toya as he's flying over to him is, "This time I'm looking right at you," or something along the lines of that. He's saying, basically, I'm not going to run away from my fear of being inferior, or my fear or my fear with that I'm inadequate, or that I'm nothing, or that I'm not powerful. I've accepted that I'm not the strongest. But that when it comes to being the strongest, and my perception of it, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to have people that are stronger than you, or have people who have better or bigger roles than you. It's okay, so long as I do my role and I do it to the best of my ability. I am okay. Those are things that he's learning, right? So I wish I had the screen ready. I don't. But Dabi, so I'm over here. Hey, hold up, wait a minute. I'm over here just speaking. My bad. So to answer your question on how do I think the story is going to go, I think that one, Endeavor's going to use the phosphor technique. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's going to use the phosphor technique. And the reason why he's going to use the phosphor technique is because the only person who truly taught Endeavor how to become the hero that he is right now is Shoto. And I know that sounds crazy, chat. I know it sounds crazy, but Shoto is the reason why Endeavor is who he is right now. Endeavor realized all the trauma that he did, all the bad that he did. He realized all that because of Shoto, not because of Toya, because he thought he was dead, not because of Fuyumi, not because of Ray, not because of anybody, but Shoto. Shoto is the most important character in this entire situation, which is why he's 100% going to come back into the fight. Which is why he's 100% going to come back in the fight, and which is why he's likely going to either see his father die, see his brother die, or he's going to be able to finish his brother. Either or, that's neither here nor there. Shoto mastering phosphor is going to be, Endeavor using Phosphor is going to be how he is going to evolve his own version of his quirk, but that's how he's going to be able to withstand or withhold a fight against Toya. And in that fight, Toya's going to die, or Endeavor likely will die. Both of them likely will die, but it won't be for the same reasons. It won't be for the same reasons, right? But in that fight, Endeavor's going to truly understand his son, and what's his name? Toya is going to finally. Toya is going to finally. I don't want to say understand. Toya is going to finally truly hear an articulated Endeavor speak to him about why and the hows of his insecurities. It's not at all going to be a, I wanted to protect you. It's going to be a, I am weak. I am insecure. I am trash. I hate myself. This is the reason why I couldn't do it. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't big enough. I wasn't better than what I needed to be. It's going to be a vulnerable conversation with his son about why he couldn't do anything for him outside of heroism, which he tried to protect him from because he knew he would eventually kill him if he continued to be a hero. And in that, Dabi's going to finally hear it. He's not going to understand it, but he's going to still try to kill Endeavor, and he might kill Endeavor. And the person that's going to actually get that through his head is going to be Shoto. Shoto's going to be the person to get the information that Endeavor is trying to say, the vulnerabilities, the insecurities, all that stuff that Endeavor is trying to say. Shoto's going to be the person that comes in and can relay the message to Toya on why, on the hows, and on the whys and the hows of what ended up making him become a villain. And Shoto is going to be different because he understands the most important thing in My Hero Academia, which is the story, or the theme around My Hero Academia is what makes a hero versus what makes a villain. So Shoto understands more than anybody what makes a person good versus what makes a person bad. So he's going to be able to explain and articulate to Dabi, or to Dabi, why he ended up being who he is, and he's going to be able to say, I am you too. We are the same. You are no different than me. And that is, and obviously, Toya's gonna die at that point, and that's just gonna be whatever. So I know. First off, I apologize. For going on that long behind spiel, but it needs to be understood. You guys have to understand that the Todoroki family crisis is literally the best storyline in. It's one of the best storylines. I would say it's the best side storyline easily in current shonen right now. That's just what it is. It's just so perfect. It's so amazing. It's so beautiful because every character that's a part of it is top tier. Every single character is a top tier character. It's like every single character is top tier. But Shoto is the answer. Everything points to Shoto. Shoto is the only innocent person in this entire situation. He's the only innocent one. I mean, Rei too, but not really, because she knew what she was doing. She went in understanding that she's about to, create babies. You know what I'm saying? But she loved Endeavor. They had a good relationship. It's not like they would, she was, they were abusive or no. She loved Endeavor. They loved each other. They grew to love each other rather, right? They grew to have a good family. He was a good father. It's just the situation at hand and his insecurities that he was running from. So what this is telling us is that, and this is something that I'm going to make in a video, and I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek as to why I think what I think. What this is telling us is that when it comes to being a hero, when it comes to being a person of anything, insecurities will be the reason. That your insecurities typically, right? Your insecurities would typically be the reason why you do or don't do something. Your insecurities are the reasons why you do or don't do something. And the difference between heroes, and the difference between true heroes and heroes, or true heroes or false heroes, are the heroes that are true. The heroes that are real are the ones who have insecurities, yet in spite of that, they push through that and they fight. Whereas fake heroes, false heroes, they run away from their insecurities. they see the fact that they're insecure. They see the fact that they're weak, and they try to mask it. They try to run away from it. They try to go away from it, meaning that you can't even be a hero for yourself, but that you're trying to be a hero for others. You're a hypocrite. You wouldn't be able to actually truly be a hero for others because everything you're actually saying isn't who you really are. This is why Deku can be super nervous and super scared, but yet save so many people because he's embracing the fact that, yes, I'm scared, but I need to be able to push through this insecurity to save this person. Whereas Endeavor, when ending was fight when the students and stuff like that were fighting against ending, what happened? Endeavor saw Natsu's face and he paused because his insecurities came up. He thought if I saved Natsu, he wouldn't be able to look at me. He wouldn't be able to talk to me the same. He would just talk to me because I saved him, not because I'm his father and he would love me. He would love to have a relationship with me. That's insecurity speaking. And what happened? He stopped. He paused. And his son could have died right in front of him. But guess what happened? The students came in. Shoto, Bakugo, and Deku came in and saved him. And the citizens around. So Horikoshi is telling us how true heroes are made at the same time of explaining what makes a villain versus what makes a hero. Does that make sense, chat? My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I'm over here. All right. Let me. But yeah, go ahead and ask some questions, chat. Go ahead and ask some questions. Hey, we here all night, baby. We here all night. Ask some questions, chat. I'm answering every single question y'all got. Where does that feat put Gentle? It doesn't put him. I mean, it's not really a feat. It's not really a feat. I mean, I wouldn't view that as a feat. Funny how the only way to stop Toya is for them to fight fire with fire. I mean, that's like the whole meme. So like, I mean, I'll admit it's peak right. It really is. This chapter, it was godly in my eyes. This chapter was amazing. It was a beautiful chapter. It wasn't a 10 out of 10 action. It was just a beautiful chapter. When I saw Gentle like this, when I saw Gentle like this, I was like, oh my god. Shigaraki is still top antagonist. I could say that. I wouldn't say he's the best villain. I would say he's the best antagonist. Would I say that? I gotta think about that. Well, what makes a villain? What makes a villain? That's a good question. What makes a villain is the same thing that makes a hero, but the opposite. What makes a hero is love. What makes a hero is support. What makes a hero is acceptance. What makes a villain is lack of love, right? Or low love. What makes a villain is not being accepted, right? Like that's it's the same, right? What makes a villain is not having support. Just keeping it super simple. If you apply those three things to any villain, you will realize that all of them are the same. The difference between a hero and a villain is just the amount of care and nurture you have, the amount of support and love you have, the amount of acceptance that you have. That's quite literally, that's a simple answer. Do you wait from y'all? Wow, that's wild. Do a jiggle? No. Hey, listen, we do not do the homosexual play stuff here. We do not do that, chat. We do not do that. All right. I am not that. So let's not do that. Okay. It's been a minute, so obviously, people don't know. People don't know my play, but it's we don't do that weird stuff. Nah, we don't. There be some pause moments, yeah, I get that. But outside of that, the specific, nah, we don't do that. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. But ask your questions, guys. Ask your questions. I'm answering all questions tonight. Does it glisten in the sun? What? I don't even. Is Labrava's quirk boost better than Dave quirk enhancer? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Like that. Now it is obviously, you know, significant, but not at all. Not at all. Now it has the possibility to be, probably, because, you know, the more she learns how to use her quirk, it can be like an Eerie situation. But outside of that, I wouldn't say so, because he wasn't able to beat a 20% Deku, and I'm pretty sure going from, you know, a person that's stronger than obviously a 5% Deku to being able to take on like an All Might and Deku, like probably let's not do that. Let's not do that. Hey, Wise, you in a new place or just reorganized? Yeah, like, no, my other room, which would be my office, is, if you see my videos or whatever, my other room is that video. But this video, I mean, this is because I have a standing desk now, so I'm trying to find different, you know, like different ways to kind of finesse things, finagle things, for content purposes. So, if need be, I might put this back in there, and then I'll just have, like, you know, two different like areas of where I'm editing versus where I'm actually recording the videos. But yeah, so, cause I record my videos on my phone, cause the camera quality is good, but I edit them obviously on my setup right here. I mean, I was always 50-50 on Ochako getting a Quirk Awakening. She's one of my faves, but the area she is fighting now, I definitely believe there's no other way. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about Ochako having a Quirk Awakening, and I'm curious about that. I would have to see how it would happen, you know, because I haven't thought too much about the situation with Ochako being over there with All For One and stuff like that, and what that actually means and the implications and stuff like that. But because obviously she's there, but like I wondered, would she have like some type of play with the Toya situation and Endeavor? Because I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I mean, obviously All For One is still there, but All For One's about to leave. So I'm curious. Who you got 1v1 Prime All Might? What? Lamillia is not beating any version of All Might that's not Small Might. Any All Might where he has one for all, Lamillia is losing. What makes a villain? It is my team losing, so I take out my frustration on strangers over. Ian said he's seen losing. I'm like, oh my gosh, where's the first person I see? Hey, you're a mother. Like, that's why that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Ian, like, man, my team lose. Oh, I'm smacking the old ladies in the toe. Like, oh my gosh. Hey, by the way, my team play tomorrow. KC, you know what I'm saying? KC, you know what I mean? Kansas City Chiefs, you know what I mean? Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I mean? You play tomorrow in the division round versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you got the home team versus my favorite team, and we here. You know what I mean? We here. You know what I mean? Why am I so hyped right now? Hey, yo! Oh my gosh! Oh man! Oh man! Yeah! Oh yeah! All right, I don't know. I'm kind of hyped right now. Man, Horikoshi really just got rid of 2 issues I had with certain characters in one whole chapter in a great way. Hey, y'all know what this means, right? So, you know what's crazy? Nobody. Dang it, man! I wish I had the catalog. In My Hero Academia chapter 297. Or 298, which is a chapter that we got the prison break, right? We got the prison, not the initial one, but the second tier one, when the villains went around to, you know, break out all the other prisons. Nobody but me Because I'm wise. I tell y'all, nobody but wise. But nobody mentioned, besides me, the fact that Horikoshi randomly just put that like 7 prisons were like, you know, being freed, but only 7 prisons were open essentially, right? Were broken into by the villains, but only 6 of them, the inmates or the people who are in prison got away. And I emphasize, I mean, I didn't say it was gonna be gentle, but I said that this is gonna be a big thing in the future of My Hero Academia. It's gonna be something important because it's random that Horikoshi is just adding, oh yeah, like the villains broke into 7 prisons, but only 6 of them got open. Like, what the freak? Why did you add in that? Why couldn't you just say there are 6, prisons and 6 of them got open? 6 of the, 6 of the prisons, the villains went free. But now we found out that Gentle Criminal was the reason why the 7th prison didn't get free. He pretty much stopped everybody from getting free, which is huge. Because obviously what this means is the biggest plot hole. I mean, it's not a plot hole, but like the biggest thing that we don't know about, is likely to come likely to come back in a foreshadow or a backstory of some sorts, which is how the freak did Deku Endeavor? Oh no, there's no way. Hold up, it should be good. Hold up. It's being racist. This is being racist. This thing is being racist. This thing is being racist. Alright. This thing is being racist. Oh, it won't even let me go back to it. Oh, it won't even let me go back to it. It's racist. Yeah, this thing is racist. All right, it's all right. It's all right. I at least got my webcam right here. Let me just do this, then. I have racism. Is just we gotta end racism, man. We gotta end racism. I'm tired of this. All right, guys, let's band together and end racism, okay? Put a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're trying to ban racism. All right, let's turn it this way. That way I can stream it y'all here. What was I talking about before I was really interrupted by my racist camera? Chat, what was I talking about? Chat, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Gentle Criminal. Yes, the biggest plot twist, the biggest plot hole in My Hero Academia. How the freak did Deku, Endeavor, and all them escape the mansion when it exploded? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Your Next speech by All For One to Deku when he was going rogue. How the freak did they get out? How did they get out? How? How's way? It just doesn't make sense. How did they get out? It doesn't make sense. Oh my gosh, that man put 2. Dirt, yeah, you're banned. Him getting rid of those issues made it clear that we should wait till the whole arc ends. Now, me personally, I still really want Baku. I've been told him, no. What have I been telling y'all? Chat, come on, man. I've been telling you this for 2 years. I'm like, yo, just let the story play out. Like you enjoy My Hero Academia now, so don't let 1, 2, 3 chapters affect it. Let Horikoshi cook. Let him cook and he's gonna deliver. I promise you, he's been delivering for you for 8 years. Let him cook. And everyone's like, man, why? So you don't understand. Like, if a chapter's not good, I'm like, yo, just let him cook. There are chapters that I don't necessarily like to like a 10, but I still understand that it's a piece of the story. So I don't typically let one chapter affect how I think about the entire series. Let him. I've been saying. I literally have been saying this. I mean, have I not? Am I tripping, chat? I've literally been saying this for the longest. I've been saying this for the longest. When everybody's been bashing My Hero Academia, when everybody's saying I'm dropping My Hero Academia, when everybody's saying, oh, My Hero Academia it seems like it's being rushed, and I was like, it's not being rushed. It's not. None of that is true. Just let him cook. Let him make his series. I promise you, he gonna deliver. I promise you. Now he is scared because he obviously he wants everything to be perfect. But shoot, he's a perfectionist. He's been doing this for 8 years. You don't become that great by just being regular. You know what I'm saying? Like I like let the man cook. I have not backed down not one time. Not one time, not 1 second. Everybody, literally everybody had like every creator on YouTube, every single one of them has, man, you know, My Hero Academia. I know because I'm looking big picture. I'm not looking like, oh man, 1 chapter, 2 chapter. I'm looking big picture. I'm looking future of the story because that's how I see things. It's just because I can't look at the story the same way as other people. I look at it differently. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, no. But I look at the series. I can't see My Hero Academia the same way most people see My Hero Academia. Which is why whenever y'all see my reactions or my reviews, it's not the same as other people's. It's considerably more in depth. It's just more in depth. I don't see the series the same as other people. Like, who breaks down Endeavor like I just broke down Endeavor? Who breaks down Shoto like I just broke down Shoto? And I can do that with every single character in the story. Every single one of them. I can do that with every single character in the story. I'm not like everybody. Which is why I support Horikoshi's writing. Which is why I support My Hero Academia. Because I understand I understand what Horikoshi is trying to do, in my opinion. I think that I understand what Horikoshi is trying to do better than a lot of other people. It's not my fault. Personally, I feel it was a combined effort, but Ochako sealed deal. Interesting. Chibi reviews it for never Horikoshi fight. It's ridiculous, man. Do it with Suyu's best friend. Chill. And I took that personally. Yeah, for real. I think Chibi Reviews actually made a video like last week or something like that about like him talking about how he's feeling about My Hero Academia now. At this point, Wise has to make a 1-hour video on Todoroki and the family. Y'all don't want that, chat. Y'all don't want that, man. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that, chat. Y'all don't want that, chat. I said you don't want it. Yo. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Y'all don't want it. Yeah. Y'all don't want it. Yeah. Y'all don't want that nothing. Y'all don't want it nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Straight fact. I've seen videos of people saying My Hero Academia failed in its final arc without this arc even finishing. Exactly. Like let's let the whole arc play out first before judging. Exactly. And then like the whole argument that people will have will be like, oh my gosh, like no, like I mean, like I can judge what I've seen so far, and it's like you don't even know what the stuff that you're seeing now is playing into. Like that just doesn't make sense. You can judge whatever you want, but you're judging like off of like it's weird. You're judging a portion of something that doesn't conclude until it's just, oh my gosh, it's I don't even know how to explain it, man. I'm tired of this. Like, okay, one thing I hate, okay, chat. One thing I hate more than anything, I hate this argument. I hate people say this. People be like, all right. They'll say, oh, My Hero Academia is like I just don't like the way that My Hero Academia is going. Like it's not in the it's the tone is shift. Everything is changed. And in my head I'm like, no duh. Like from the beginning of My Hero Academia, this was setting up to get away from the academia portion of the story. And then they'll say stuff like, "Oh, like I hate the fact that like we had to go through like crazy good arcs, like the Overhaul arc, or the Shie Hasaikai arc, or the My Villain arc in the manga, whatever, or whatever." And then we finish off with that, and then we go back to the school environment. What are you talking about, guy? Like, what do you mean? Like, okay, like these are hero students. Like, this is not a Naruto, like where you're not classified as a chunin and you can still be a ninja. Like, this is not one of those situations. This isn't like you're not a chunin, you're not a whatever, and you can still no. Like Horikoshi made it so that the world is legitimate. You cannot, if you do not have your provisional hero license, you can't freaking be a hero. You cannot do hero work, or you are breaking the law. Point blank, period. Like people, people just look at 1-2 aspect of the story, and they just take they just throw away every other thing, likely because they don't see it. But like even if they see it, it's just ridiculous. There's so much legitimacy to every action that happens in the story. The reason why we needed provisional hero license is because of events like that happened at the end of the Paranormal Liberation War, when the students had to save had to save the civilians from the rubble that was falling down. When Ochako and Sue in the last couple of episodes was saving the heroes, and then the one hero started looking and saying he needs a new job. Like, that is why they needed the hero license. If you remember in the provisional hero license exams, that was the exact thing that they were training on. You remember the little small people that they used to have to they had to carry and hold and like protect it? That was the exact thing that they were training on. The exact 1-to-1. Go back and read it. What happened at the end of the Paranormal Liberation War arc when they were like trying to capture, save the children that was, from the building that was falling down, saving the wife from that one husband, and just saving the family members and their friends that were collapsed under these rubble. That's exactly the training that was happening when they were in the provisional hero license exams. You don't remember? Go rewatch it. Go reread it. But man, I hate the fact that they needed a provisional hero licenses. I'm so pissed. The same folks criticizing My Hero Academia are gonna come out of the woodworks and when it's all over and be like, "I always knew it was a great." It's just ridiculous, man. Also, this could be the final arc. This could not be the final arc. I mean, I already have seen Deku's development, but is there a chance you could do a video going in depth with Deku's character? You might talk about things about him that I don't know about. Okay, I'll do that. They literally have only been at school for a year, and now it's basically destroyed. The whole society is destroyed. But that's the point. Like, it's not about school. Like, the school is being destroyed. It's not the focal point. The school is irrelevant. School is irrelevant. It's the world. That's the thing that made them not go to school. The world is freaking went into a freaking down spiral. Deku is super underrated in terms of development and structure. No, he's not underrated. I think he's overrated. He's not amazing by no means, but he gets dogged on for the dumbest reasons. Yeah, he does. Like, the Deku slander is unnecessary, but Deku's development is it's a complicated one. Supplementary lesson arc is full of character development. It is. Gentle art was the dividends now. Exactly. Like, oh my gosh, Nagan wasn't useless or wasted. Exactly. I thought of that when watching the episode. Then I watched your Class A Our Hero video today, and here we again. Again, they showed the students getting trained for a reason. Exactly. That's the whole point. Everything matters. That's the whole point. Everything matters. There's not a single thing in the story that does not matter. You learn more in the field than you do in classroom anyway. 100% you do. But you still have to learn in the classroom to know what to look for in the field. Horikoshi and his clever writing. I'm telling you, man, Horikoshi really has been hitting lately. And, you know, people, like, my thing is, you know, where your focus goes, your energy flows. That's a statement that I truly believe. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. If your focus is on the fact that you don't like My Hero Academia, that you don't like this series, or that you think it's mid, or that you think it doesn't make sense, or that you think it's not consistent, then when you read the chapters, when you watch the new anime seasons, you're going to be going in there with the perception of this is not going to be good, and then you're going to likely look for everything that is not good about the series rather than look for, you know, or be neutral and then accept if the series is good or not based off of that, right? So your focus is on the negative, and you're emitting negativity on the series when you don't need to. You can always find negative in everything. That's a fact. You can always find something wrong in everything, even if it's right. You can always find something wrong in it if you look hard enough. People are looking for reasons to not like My Hero Academia or to continue to slander My Hero Academia, and honestly, I don't care about that because y'all know how I feel. I love My Hero Academia. I support My Hero Academia. I will always be a supporter of My Hero Academia, right? And I know it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It can't be perfect, right? Because if it was, I mean, I think the only way it would be perfect is for Horikoshi to go back in time and slow down. That's just pretty much it. But to ask him to be a writer for 20 years on one series is just ridiculous. Oda is like literally like one of the few people in the world who can do something like that. It's just not worth it. I'd rather Horikoshi write as much as he can until he can't no more, until he doesn't want to anymore, and then get the series going, right? So Star and Stripe was not wasted potential. Again, y'all about to get me busted. Oh, Star and Stripe was not wasted potential, chat. She's not wasted potential. She was there for a reason. Chat, oh my gosh, man, this is okay. All right, and I so like again, it's because I don't see the series like most people. That's the reason why, and I gotta understand that, and I gotta stop trying to justify everything because I just don't see I don't see the series like most people. Like some people just look at, oh man, like she came, she fought, she took some quirks, she lost. Like that's just it. It's like no. What is the big message revolving around her? What is the big message revolving around her? What does she represent? If you can't explain to me what you think she represents, then that means we just obviously can't see the series. We don't see the characters in the same way. We just do not see the characters in the same way. She represents something vital. She is the reason why I truly finally understand what it means to be a hero, or what makes a hero. Because she literally represents that. She represents what makes a hero, not why they use their powers. She represents what makes a hero. Something I respect with could have had more. I was truly mad for her time, but I'm glad with her rhetoric is brought up again and again. Plus, her pilots are there. They brought the feeling from a 5 to a 7 for 7.5. Do you think we'll get a sequel series? If so, could you see Horikoshi handing the reins over to a different writer? I mean, he's already done that twice. With his with the spinoffs, so it could be the case. Her being there made 364 a cool chapter. Yep. Not only were they training on rescue during the license arc, which helped them during the war arc, but they were also training on rescue during villain attack. Yep. Like when Shiggy and Makia woke up. Yep. I think she represents. Oh, I just answered that. Something I respect with mangaka is though it's stressful, and it's what. Ugh. Is though it's stressful pain, it's voluntary. Never underestimate the passion of a mangaka. They don't do it for the money. They truly want to make a great story. Exactly. She represents why we need more muscular women in society. Facts. For the production of the future. Yep. Similar to what Endeavor was talking about in 360. Yep, exactly. Now you're getting there, Jabbar. There we go. Let's freaking go. Let's go. You're understanding. You're connecting the freaking dots. That's what I like. That's what I do, at least. That's what I love. You're connecting the dots. Not only protection, but nurturing and bettering. Exactly. That is the point. Star and Stripe being there made the whole message of passing our goodwill and protecting the next generation's future resonated with me for some reason. Boom. Just like Endeavor. Hello, why has it been a while? How have you been? I have been great. I'm stuck. I'm back. I'm good. I'm trying to find out what I want to do with this channel, by the way. I'm really trying to find out what I'm trying to do with this channel. Cause I'm like, should I do spoiler content? Should I do channel, should I just do my chapter stuff over here? Or should I do reaction still and just do it over here? And I mean, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Or should I make a podcast and I just post it on this? And I just, I'm trying to think about what I should do with this channel. Because I got 2,000 subscribers. So my other channel, I know what I'm going to do. That's going to be more discussion-based content. And it's going to be, me expressing myself. Listen to some Demon Slayer. God bless you, man. This chat as well. Hey, take care. Is it about time? Everybody is everybody getting off? Everybody logging off? It's been an hour, so I do think that's a good little thing. Good little first stream back. I do want to do these. Take care, Jabari. I do want to do these weekly, or not. I'm going to do them every single chapter. I'm going to at least do a live discussion of it every single Friday. Unless I'm not here. But outside of that, I'm going to do a live stream every single Friday, about this. So I hope you figure out soon, man. I need the content for real. My problem is the style. It's my problem is being able to articulate what it is that I'm trying to say, and doing it in a way where it's just me. It's my thing. Because I'm such a perfectionist, and it's so hard to get over this perfectionistic mindset. So, it's just, I can't say be patient with me, but I'm gonna I gotta push myself. I really do. The Friday night Wisecast. Ooh, that's a bar. All right, Wise, have a good night. Low-key, though, I really like Edshot being the one that saved Bakugo's life. It reminds me of how Koda said, "You risk your life even though you don't know me at all," when Deku protected him. Exactly. Y'all are getting it. This is what I love. Y'all are truly understanding how, at least, or I'm truly able to know that what I'm saying, it's not just, I'm not the only person that just that understands what I'm trying to say. Now that I know other people can also understand things relatively the same way that I do, or see things and connect things the way that I connect them. It's yes, it's so refreshing. It's so awesome to know that people because I can bring ideas to people, but it's hard for, and I don't want to sound like I'm conceited or something like that, but it's hard for people to bring ideas to me about the story. It's hard because no one, most people don't see the story like I do. Most people don't connect the story like I connect it. So I'm happy that people are that I'm seeing that y'all are connecting the story more, and you connected it to small scales, stuff Edshot saving Bakugo, right? When he is when he's just a random person. I talked about this in my video. I talked about that concept in not the Koda portion, but I talked about why Edshot saving Bakugo was literally it. It's such a beautiful thing. But at the same time, most people are not gonna see it. Most people are gonna say, "Oh wait, Edshot, he's just a nobody," you know. So, all right. But it seems like everybody leaving. All right, Dirt, peace out. It seems like everybody leaving. So what I'll do is I'm gonna end the stream right here. It's been a good hour. Hopefully y'all enjoy the stream. Do me a favor, if y'all enjoyed the stream, and if you think it was nice or whatever, clip if you want. This will help me out a lot. You know what I'm saying? Obviously y'all got your own lives, so if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you want, freaking, you can like rewatch the stream and clip portions of the stream and like post them on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, post a portion that you think are like funny, impactful, cool, like that you like, and like, you can post it on social media. You can post it on TikToks and like just ping me or at me, and obviously I'll follow y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that y'all can show support. I do have a TikTok. It's called Herovation. I'm gonna change it to Mangavation. So in about a day, it's gonna be Herovation until it's Mangavation. All right. And if y'all wanna, if you repost it on whatever, I'm obviously gonna follow y'all and Twitter and all the other social medias as well. So that way I know whatever. It just helps me out. But it also helps y'all out, or shows that y'all, that you rock with me. So, if you want to do that, you can do that. But it's your time. So I'm not telling you to do that. Just if you would like to do that, that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? But, alright, y'all. It's your boy. Why? Alright, I'm doing too much. Alright, y'all. But I love you all. And until next time, make sure you stand up and win your zone every single day. Peace.